continue?
Sir, we will start, sir. Few minutes, sir.
Tell me if it is, I will continue being.
Oh, okay, ma'am. You'll start by your side, ma'am. Bhuvneshwari, ma'am.
Yes, sure, sir. I'll start. A clean environment is a human right like any other. It is therefore part of our responsibility to ensure that the world we pass on is as healthy, if not healthier, than we found it. With these inspiring words of His Holiness Dalai Lama, let's begin this grand event, World Environment Day Celebrations 2021. A very good morning to one and all. Savita School of Engineering, Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences has always stood for values and ethics since its inception in 2005. This event of celebrating the importance of environment is yet another feather in its cap. Savita School of Engineering has crossed several milestones in academics and research. It is one of the premier institutions in India to receive the IET accreditation that certifies our students for direct employment in UK. Savita School of Engineering is also approved by AICTE, and the institute is also accredited with a grade A by NAC. More than 3 decades ago, Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences began its journey of educating and empowering thousands of young minds into skilled and employable workforce. Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences is ranked 42nd out of 1,000 private and public universities by the Government of India for the past 3 consecutive years. Savita School of Engineering has 3 scientists who have come under the top 2% researchers. This is among the top 10 institutions in Tamil Nadu. We are also proud to say that we are the only private organization in Chennai to have an industrial CNC milling, and we are closely related to industries. We also offer excellent in-house research facility, including branch-wise center of excellence in various domains, company-sponsored laboratories, central library, and the department library resources, and also a wide range of e-journals, including IEEE, ASTM, ASCE, Springer CSE, Springer Mechanical, JGate, Wiley Online and Science Direct, etc., for encouraging research and publications. The Scopus database reveals that Savita School of Engineering published around 2,000 plus research publications exclusively with in-house affiliation. Comprehensively, 1,578 plus authors contributed to research publications with SSC, including collaborative research. We have also received 1 crore for consultancy projects and around 9 crores towards sponsored projects. The Department of Energy and Environmental Engineering, established in 2013, has well-qualified faculty members with intense interest in research and academics. The course curriculum equips students to pursue research both in India and abroad. The subjects empower students to get gainful employment nationally and internationally. I feel greatly honored to invite the distinguished dignitaries, director, principal, program directors of various institutions, head of the department, faculty members, students, and participants to this magnificent occasion. The purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. With these inspiring words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, I would like to invite Dr. Hariharan to introduce the first speaker of today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. First, good morning, honorable present here. First, I wish you a happy Environmental Day today. Dr. A. Abdul Rahman, Professor of Eminence, Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute, University, has obtained his PhD Madras University in 1967 and postdoctorate from Annamalai University between 1967 and 1969. He has about 4 decades of teaching experience. He has visited around 30 countries for various consultancy projects and conferences, and also has around 69 publications and has filed 4 patents. He has been involved in numerous research projects and has received grants from UGC, DST, MOEN, ICAR, and international projects collaboration with Bulgaria. Professor Abdul Rahman has also received a number of awards from various organizations, including Tamil Nadu Scientist Award by TNSCT, Tamil Nadu Government, World Environment Day 2000 Award, Honorary Wildlife Warden in 1987, Environmentalist of the Year Award in 2005, Sir J.C. Bose Memorial Award in 2011, Maile Thiruvalluvar Tamil Sangam Scientist Award in 2018. He is also a fertilizer consultant in Alexandria, Egypt, first in the country to have the turtle farm at Kolakarai, Tamil Nadu, and has worked in the Indiana River, Orlando in US. Professor Abdul Rahman has also authored books including Artemia, India Solar Salt Works, Waste to Wealth. Sir, we are very happy to with you. Welcome you once again, sir. Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you please unmute, sir?
Okay.
Yes, sir. You can share your screen so you can start your session, sir.
Shall I start this session now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning to all of you. Can I hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is audible.
Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir. Sir, can you share your screen? Can you share your PPT?
Yeah, I have shared. I will share the screen now. Okay.
No, it's not a share, sir, actually.
You share this. Can you see me screen
Yeah,
now?
I can see you, but I can't see your PPT, sir, presentation.
Screen you can see, you know?
Yes, sir.
Shall I proceed?
PPT is not available, sir.
Sir?
PPT is not, a presentation is not available.
Presentation is not available.
Yes.
1 minute.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sir, we can hear you, sir.
Ana say number would இப்ப பாருங்க வந்திருக்க பாருங்க மேடம் वापस है ये कैसा आया वो कैसे बैठी
Sir, now it's shared, so you can start the presentation, sir. So now it's shared, sir. You can start the presentation, sir.
I can start the presentation அப்படியே பண்ணிடலாமா?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can start, sir. It's open now. You can start, sir.
Okay. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Particularly, hello.
Yes, sir.
Good
Yes,
morning.
sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Is audible, sir. Is audible.
It's audible. So good morning to all of you, and particularly thank you very much for the organization, Savya Engineering College of Engineering, and the department, Dr. Hariharan and Dr. Moreswari, for taking effort, and particularly Dr. Hariharan taking effort in organizing the World Environment Day today, 5th June 2021. I'm happy to be with you, and the topic for this year is on the eco-restoration. Well, this eco-restoration topic has been chosen by the organizations of international organization in which this was in 1972 onwards. This has been going on, and today's event on the restoration, especially eco-restoration. And this eco-restoration, along with this eco-restoration, what is eco-restoration? It is growing the trees, greening the cities, rewilding the gardens, changing the diet or cleaning up the rivers and also the coast. There are a number of activities that have been planned for this year, eco-restoration. Out of this, we thought that especially in the present day of COVID, and we have to observe certain important rules which have been given by the government of Tamil Nadu and also government of India to observe ourselves individually, collectively, socially, and social hygiene. This is the social vaccine, I would say. So in this context, we are having online meeting on the eco-restoration. Among this eco-restoration, we have taken the subject on the greening the city. Especially the greening the city means that we have to take into consideration why should we green the city? The city must have the lungs, the lungs in the sense that the trees should be able to develop and lot of trees so that you can give a lot of oxygen for the people, for the public, for the community. And thereby we grow more trees. And not only that, the wastewater generated in the city has got to be treated. That is also one among this information. And at the same time, we must also think in terms of climate change, because when we increase our vehicle or traffic, the temperature keep increasing with the level of carbon dioxide, as a result of which the temperature increases, the sea coast also, the coastal area gets damaged. There are also the problem of biodiversity. These are the things which we have to think in terms of eco-restoration, what has been done, and it has got to be restored to the original level. That is the point that we are considering, and in this, we thought we can take up in the case of, say, Green City, and particularly the house in which we are having what is called as the green box for greenhouse. What is that green box? Just like we have the black box in the plane, and we have a green box. And this green box is going to give the information and technology to keep the house without AC, without fan, we have a fan. In this sense, we have already constructed the green box and greenhouse. The technology that has been restored and it has also been patented. And 5586/CHE 2014, and that has been given the patent also. I'm also going to give you how an individual can take up this information in greening the city and develop a house of his own, of her own. In such a way, we make use of the solar energy for energy purpose, and also the borewell water that we are taking for routine use is recovered the calcium, and the water is free from calcium, and this water is reused. Similarly, we also think in terms of the wastewater generated in the form of grey water, bathroom water. That water is also treated and reused. In addition to it, the water generated from the kitchen, being organic in nature, that water is also used. We have to have a very good communication facility in the green city. We must have a very good transport facility in the green city. Some of these information are given here and provided in this particular session by patenting information on the main object is to develop a green box technology. We have already constructed the greenhouse, and this greenhouse is very interesting. Below the ground level, we have found that the soil has been studied, and the soil temperature, the moisture content of the soil has been studied below the ground. In the sense that depending upon the temperature and depending upon the moisture content, and we develop the foundation zone. And above the foundation zone, we have a living room, and the first floor and second floor, the garden zone. And in this, we have a roof garden, and in the roof garden, we have a green box. I'm going to tell you how the technology is going to be very useful without using the electricity power, EB, and using the solar light itself, solar energy, for the purpose of AC, air conditioning. At the same time, without using the fan, we are using the fan in the room. In the sense that the temperature is low, air is available, and this air is taken from the garden, roof garden, which is full of oxygen. Now, to maintain the temperature, cool temperature living room without air conditioner, with the help of green box, we have installed. And also energy conserved, ecological, solar greenhouse employing green box technology has been implemented and monitored, and on the scientific principles. Once we construct the greenhouse, and particularly in the second floor, with the room and with the windows and with the air circulation, and this air circulation helps you to keep the temperature always below the temperature 26 degrees centigrade. And here you find the foundation zone is a predetermined material, and also picking the cool temperature, especially temperature below the soil. And this soil temperature is very cool. At the same time, moisture is also picked up from this, the air taken from the second floor roof garden in the green box, in which we have the fan. The exhaust fan is able to collect all the air, and this air is filtered, because you find that lot of dust material, lot of other construction materials, lot of other materials will also come, and this will enter in the lungs, so much so that we remove all the particulate material. These particulate materials are floating in the air, and these particulate materials are completely filtered, and this filtered particulate material from the second floor all the way down through the first floor, through the ground floor, and it goes right to the bottom of the earth below the 10 feet, and that is circulated. When it's circulated, what happens there? In the foundation zone, it picks up the soil humidity. It also picks up the temperature. The humidity is low, the temperature is low, the air becomes cool, and humidified air is circulated, and this circulated air is brought to the living room. So you find that the living room do not have the fan, neither fan nor AC, but AC is there, or cool temperature is there. Fan is also available. This air that we are getting in the living room is from the second floor, where we have a greenhouse effect. We have lot of other materials, other plants. These plants, after the photosynthesis, they release the O2 oxygen. This pure oxygen is circulated freely in the first floor where the living room is there. We have recorded the ambient temperature roof at 40 degrees centigrade, whereas in the roof garden it is 33.7 degrees centigrade, and in the living room we find it is 27.4 degrees centigrade, suggesting the cool air. So from the living room, that air is keep circulating, and the humidity is also followed. You find that here the foundation zone is positioned vertically below the soil, whereas in the living room it is positioned vertically above the foundation zone. I'm going to bring the information how the construction of the roof garden, how the construction, all these have taken place in my house. So much so, this has been done in my house using my pension money, and to show to the people that we don't require any EB connection. We can take up the solar light, and we can take the water also using the solar water energy, and take to pump the water. We don't require any amount of energy, thereby the energy is saved. Whereas in the foundation, living room, and roof garden zone, there are all these things are interconnected, interlinked through connecting means by pipeline. Wherein the green box technology is installed in the roof garden, in the plurality of solar panel or position in the roof garden, wherein the fresh air is loaded with the oxygen from the said roof garden, and after traveling the foundation zone below the ground, and cooling is pushed to the living room, and through which the connection means by providing natural cool air circulation without any fan or air condition. Wherein stale air, particularly the carbon dioxide from the living room, is flushed out to the roof garden zone, because nearby, outside the house, outside the garden, outside the house, we find that we have developed the plants, and these plants, they take the stale air which is full of carbon dioxide. This air is consumed by the plants, and these plants in turn, they remove so much of O2, and that O2 is taken to the roof green box. When the green box, it is provided with the exhaust fan. And this construction of foundation zone is a predetermined measurement below the soil. Constructing a living room is also predetermined measurement. Constructing roof garden is also predetermined measurement vertically above the said living room. Installing the green box technology in the said roof garden zone and positioning the solar panels, etc., is in the roof garden, interlinking the said foundation, living room, and the roof garden zones through the connecting means. You find that all these connections are taken by the PVC connection, and at the same time, we also see that the garden is provided with the water. And this water, we have a tank, and this water is taken from the borewell, and that water is taken to the tank. From that, this water is given to the roof garden. And in the roof garden, the water is also used for cleaning the solar light, because we find during the summer when the temperature increases, solar light decreases, the energy decreases. Thereby, we found that the light factor, the energy factor, when it decreases, we keep the water, spraying the water over the solar pan. This also you can see the house, the greenhouse claims the solar panel efficiency, and this efficiency is also increased by avoiding the dust particles and through the sprinkling method. For the sprinkling method on the solar panel, we have already taken a research grant from the Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology, and use this technology for developing the cleaning, the spraying method in the roof solar panel. And the solar panel is so clean, it is also filtered, and thereby we also got award from the Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology for developing this particular type of technology of energy efficiency. The greenhouse claims 1 and 2, wherein rainwater is harvested, and also it is restored. This is very important point, considering the greenhouse, not only greenhouse, and particularly greening the cities. So when the greening the cities, it is also equally important the water management. Water management, particularly when there is rain and this water is stored, rain harvesting is very important aspect in the greening the cities. So all the natural gifts such as the solar light, such as water, such as rainwater harvesting, such as dust removal, all these things improving the efficiency and taking more amount of oxygen and giving out the carbon dioxide by developing lot of trees nearby, thereby providing biodiversity. These are all the most important aspects by restoring the aspects of green city, green living, and this by restoring it, we find the temperature is low, biodiversity is increased, water is pure, more oxygen is available, and no electricity is used. Instead, we use solar light energy. And at the same time, the water generated in the form of wastewater, either grey water, bathroom water, or kitchen water, or black water, septic tank water, and these water are utilized and recycled within the house, either for the plant, or we have installed a treating plant within the house, and the excess water is recharged to the ground. So that means we don't allow the water to be drained to the outside, and thereby the water is recharged. The excess water is recharged to the ground. Thereby the groundwater is increased, and the borewell water is always available, and rainwater is utilized to the purpose. By making use of the natural system, we are restoring the natural system. And this natural system, say here you find that a temperature recorded inside the garden, outside the roof, inside the living room, and humidity, you find there is data. We keep, this is the system, my house. Here you find below the car, Omni is there. Below this is the center. And the first is the living room, and the top is the greenhouse. You find this whole house is constructed. The cost of construction was about 6 lakhs rupees at that time. and it was about 2014. I constructed and also filed a patent also for the house. Here you find below the ground level, after studying the temperature of the soil, after studying the moisture content of the soil, we put these pipelines. These pipelines are present in the four corners of the pillars. And this pillar, you find the one is entering here, one is going up. And this here, when it enters from the second floor, it keeps increasing inside. It keeps on increasing. This is inlet from the second floor, and this is the outlet goes to the first floor to the living room. And like this, all these are interconnected. When the interconnected water, air, and here you find that below that the first floor is constructed. You find that from this only, you find that air is inside. I have just to close this because dust will enter or insect will enter, and that's where you find this is my first floor, my living room. Below the ground level, this is the first floor after the construction of the first floor, in which I provide the air, and this air goes inside, and thereby the temperature and the fan is already, without fan is there, without AC is there, and thereby the cool temperature and air oxygen is present there. Here you find that further in the second floor. This is the second floor above the first floor. This is exactly the green box. And this green box inside, I have an exhaust. And this exhaust is also connected. And I have a connection. Again, we find that this is a solar energy. We have solar energy connection. And this is a connection. And the power is given to the solar third. The exhaust will work here. And here it is completely covered. You find that here you find that just near that the solar panel it is there, and this solar panel and this is the cover inside the room is there, and inside this you have this construction. Inside the construction we have kept steps like civil construction, wherein we kept all the plants inside here. And also watering is also done to the pipeline. You find that reapers, different types of roof gardens is present there, and thereby this nearby you find that neem tree, coconut tree, other trees are there. Nearby there is also railway line, and these materials, you know what happened there. Particulate materials will float in the air, and these particulate materials will be filtered, and along with the filtration, this air goes down to the ground bottom, and that air will be circulated in the first living room. Here you find that the construction, here you find the water from the tank is also coming, and also spraying of the whole thing is also provided. You find that the solar energy, these are all the solar energy details that were given, and this solar energy they find spraying. And for this purpose also, we found that the temperature during the summer season is very high. When the temperature is very high, you find the efficiency of the energy efficiency is low. Thereby, we found that spraying the water, and this spraying the water keeps spraying the water. The solar panel is always kept clean, and the solar energy is taken. When the clean water is when the water is spraying here there, and you find that dust is not settled there, and the energy requirement, solar energy requirement is very high. You find that when this energy is taken, you find this below this 4-inch pipeline is there, and this is where you find that air is taken within this, and this filtration taken, and this filtered air is only goes to the, this is the filtration, different types of air. You find here the whole system is sprinkling is there. This is a sprinkler. This sprinkler is given to the plants here. So much so, the temperature, when the air is taken, the temperature is also cool. And that cooled temperature helps to take it from through the exhaust fan. And through the exhaust fan, it goes down. Not only that, again, when the air goes down to the bottom, there the soil temperature is also low, thereby the temperature is low. Therefore, when the air comes, this air, not I won't say air, this is the oxygenated material. More oxygen, you get more oxygen means your system, your thinking system, your meditation, your diversion is not there, and your brain activity is more active and agile. You find that because of the activity, the temperature is low and the oxygen is very high, and that oxygen is a natural oxygen available. We have already taken the meteorological department here in the house to monitor how best we can keep monitoring these things. We have already done it with the help of the micrometeorological department. And here you find the first floor. You find that this is my living room and the exhaust is there. Why this exhaust I have provided is once the air is coming inside and the stale air comes. When the stale air develops, what happens there? The carbon dioxide is developed there. This air is flushed out. So much so, that flushed air outside when it goes, the plants are able to take it. And at the same time, I must explain to you how I'm able to maintain the temperature in my living room. I have four different windows because in the south, north and south, east and west, there is also another door is there. You find that when the temperature during the daytime is increased, I close the door on the south, on the east and west side. So much so the temperature will not be there. And these windows are closed, and during the night time, I open the window in the east and south side. So you find that air is circulated, fresh air is also coming, the temperature is so low, and the oxygen level is also available in the daytime. You will see that there is no photosynthesis there in the plants. So you find that the reserve air already present there, this is being circulated, and with the result that the temperature is maintained. And this temperature, this is the TNC, Tamil Nadu Council for State and Technology Project. This is the project they gave application of solar technology for domestic use by improving photovoltaic cell efficiency through spray cooling method. And for this also we got the award. And the solar energy, infinite solar energy, energy from the sun for light and heat and light, and PV cells and performance also recorded. Temperature is very important, especially in the tropical condition. Cooling of a solar panel, very important. Water, very economical, efficient cooling, and spray cooling, because spray cooling becomes very effective distribution of coolant. We thought we can take up some coolant, that coolant phase coolant is available. It didn't work and also costly. So we thought we can ourselves make the air itself circulated from the atmosphere. To provide a cost-effective method of cooling the solar panels, to increase the efficiency of solar panel and integrate the technology and also make it for domestic purpose. We have also developed the circuit coolant flow pathway reservoir, the overhead tank, and this overhead tank again, the electricity taken from the solar panel, and atomizer for atomizing, or for example, spraying a solar panel main component of the system, 155 kilowatt, and solar panel, the main component electric circuit, inverter is also there, battery is just there. But now, after studying this in 2014, I thought, now in my house here in Chennai, I have established the solar panel without battery, inverter, and this connection is given, and extra energy is produced now. So we don't have battery. We know the battery life is 4 years. However, the cost is very high. However, the solar panel life is about 2 decades, 20 years it comes, or 15 years. But in the case of battery, it is only 4 years. So thereby, we avoided the battery now, and we have inverted solar meter is there, and also inverter is there, and this for electricity, which we are using without battery. That is also there. Solar battery has come now. So many informations are available. Here you find that this is where you have the tank and water available. And in the second floor, here you find that solar panel and the sprinkling. And this is the greenhouse effect, the temperature details, and temperature in the roof garden. Keep monitoring and how the temperature is 40 degree outside, inside 33, inside room is 27. This is with reference to temperature, and also with reference to the humidity. I have already told you, because the soil humidity is also there. At the same time, the air outside is taken to the pipeline and it goes to inside the green box, and this within the green roof garden, that air is also taken, and the humidity is very low, and also sprinkling is also there in the plants, and thereby you find that the very low, and at the same time the humidity is maintained. And inside you find that without cooling, the efficiency falls. Without cooling, efficiency falls with increasing in temperature. With cooling, the temperature is reduced, the efficiency is increased. This is the more outcome, because once we go for AC, which is very costly, once we go for a fan, again costly, and also we are consuming the electricity, and this electricity need not be consumed provided we take the solar panel. And this solar panel, without battery, we can make use of it, and thereby we can generate our own power. And not only that, in the case of house, when we go for greening cities, and these greening cities, not only for simply electricity, not only for cooling the AC, or without AC providing AC, without fan providing fan, not only that, but at the same time, we have to have the treated water, the water generated in the form of wastewater, and this wastewater generated is treated anaerobic baffle system. This baffle system is a simple system in which the bacteria is coated, and this bacteria is able to take away all the organic material. When they take the organic material, and this organic material takes more amount of BOD, biological oxygen demand, the BOD is reduced. At the same time, when there is anaerobic baffled reactor, there is also a problem of generating smell, and that smell generation is simply taken by the activated carbon system provided within the anaerobic baffled reactor system. So you find that the system is self-made in the sense that not only the foul air and foul smell which is emitted emission from the anaerobic baffle reactor system. The water is also treated well, and that treated water is also what happens there. We have the chlorine tablet 0.2 mg per liter. We had chlorine tablet and disinfect that water chlorine. And when the water comes out, it is treated water. This treated water, we intend to use it for wastewater removal and especially toilet, etc. And here you find that the water after treatment, they use water for the plants in the house, and at the same time, excess treated water is recharge, is used for recharging the groundwater, and thereby the borehole water increases. Not only that, borehole water increases during this time. At the same time, rainwater harvesting is also done in the sense that the water storage is become easy and the plants are able to grow well. Biodiversity, evening you find a lot of number of birds, they come and aggregate and very nice water smell, at the same time the good sweet songs, bird songs in the evening, and that gives the soothing efficiency and the mental happiness also there. The cooling temperature is reduced, efficiency is improved, water is sprayed periodically, because spraying the water on the solar panel is also to maintain at the below optimum temperature. Power generation is also improved. Why power generation is improved? Because we keep cleaning the solar panel. When the power generation improves by 3.6 to 11.2%, this is the advantage. So that means we keep increasing, we generate power, and this solar power generation, not just merely by putting the solar power and the solar panel, we must also see that that the periodical cleaning system is also required. Just like a periodical watering in the plants is required, periodical wastewater generation, treatment, and then water recharging is done. Like that, the periodical power generation is also done. We have already measured and we have recorded how the power generation is improved. The efficiency is improved by a cost-effective method, and this is the total technology which is available for the domestic use, and this has been patented. I'm happy that the technology has been inspected by the Department of Environment, Tamil Nadu government officials, and they inspected and they saw that how this type works. And in fact, at that time, there was a Paris meeting on France regarding the climate, and our director, once when he went there as one of the participants, he said that he discussed this matter in the Paris conference. And I'm happy that such things can be done very easily, because we have already improved method, lot of improvement, not only on wastewater treatment, not only in the rainwater harvesting, not only in the roof, solar roof panel cleaning and all these things, and lot of improvement in the toilet also. We have now developed a toilet of urine digestion. Toilet, we take the urine separately, and that urine is treated. The water is used for other purpose, that is the yellow water, and that the yellow water is taken separately, and good water is recharged to the groundwater. and thereby you find that the yellow water or the gray water or the black water, these waters were completely treated, and solar light is used. The groundwater is used for other purposes. You find that the biodiversity, particularly birds, are able to come. More amount of oxygen generated, power generation is improved, and there is no need to have the battery at all for solar panels. These are all some of the information that we have implemented. Restore. This is what is the ecological restoration, and this ecological restoration is a very, very good concept thought in the year and being implemented 2020 to 21 and way back to 2014 to 2021. We find that gives you a lot of courage that this world is a happy planet, and the happy planet will be much happier, much spiritual energy we can generate once our body, our mind, our spirit is increased by good amount of energy, either physical energy or mental energy or the spiritual energy. I wish to thank the Surya Engineering College Chennai for giving me an opportunity to express what I have done, and to the organizers of the meeting, and also particularly to the principal and management, to the staff, and I wish to thank and have a good planet living in this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gunundol, to all the participants who have participated, all those who have invited, who have listened. You have any questions to ask me, or you how to see my working condition, you are always welcome. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, sir. You have filled the young minds with innovative ideas, and there's no doubt that you are a role model for each of us. We are overwhelmed by the invitation, and we hope for the best. So participants, if you have any queries, just you can raise your hands so that we'll unmute you.
That's a
Just
really
raise
great
your
session,
hand.
because we are wonderful. Because sir, actually, I have one question. How much cost it takes to build one whole green building, sir? How about the cost, sir? Cost manner?
Cost, construction.
Yes. Construction, the whole
Yeah,
setup.
the whole house which you saw constructed in 2014, 5.5 lakhs.
Oh.
It is, I have already told you about 5 to 6 lakhs, my pension amount. I am a pensioner. I have, so this amount is taken from pension, and I thought that this money should go to the public by way of technology. So I didn't use that money in my packet. I developed a technology, the same technology for urine also I have done it, for toilet also I have done it.
Great, sir.
And this is again a patented technology I can share with you. I have also done a technology for diabetics. Today afternoon, I'm giving the biosalt, a technology for not the sea salt or rock salt or the iodized salt. And I developed a salt from the plant. It is vegetable salt. And these vegetable salt are having the trace material, and thereby we don't require diabetic at all. Diabetic, there is no one to die out of betics. So it is not diabetic. So it is a salt taken from the plants. And I'm just sharing this information to you in the sense that the cost of construction is within our reach. And some of these things which we have done it, we can short circuit it, provided some of these things we can, because once I developed it, it took a long time also, the labor also more. Now I know within 15 days, once we constructed it, even without iron, without cement, we can go for construction. We can also go for, even we can go for pre-constructed slabs also we can construct it, and thereby pre-constructed materials can be installed, and thereby we can go for a quick small house, a nuclear house can be constructed. So the experience gained should be utilized in some form or other to develop a green city. And the green city is not necessary that you have to have so many things. With a small things, we can make it much safer. After all, small land is required. After all, the sky is so high. In the case of Belgium, where I studied, they don't take into the measurement of length and breadth. They take into the length and of the height, because the ice will form. This ice will fall on the roof. So it is something like a conical structure. But here you find that it is the breadth, and so much of breadth. We don't require it. And we don't require such a long room, and the maintenance is also a problem. And thereby we can make use of the solar energy, and this energy, and also the water, wastewater, so many things we can make it combine together. And with the result that the problem of combining the wastewater and taking in the channels is also real problem, because a lot of plastic material get entangled, and also the water flow is not there. These are all the problems we can avoid by this method. So thank you, really. You have a lot of questions. I'm sure that we can discuss more about it.
We got very clear presentations, sir, from your side. And one more thing, in the environmental day, we going to take on resolution, all of us. Okay, we going to make our home become as a green box, as green buildings, sir. Surely we'll do, sir, in this year.
And
so
also,
in the environment day, we will take resolution because of your presentation. We will make our home as green box from green buildings, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Hariharan, Dr.
sir.
Hariharan.
Dr.
Bhuvaneshwari, madam, the management, everyone. I really thank the management of Soida Engineering College, the principal, the heads of department, all the participants who have been able to listen. And you can always ask me questions and see the place and how best we can go for construction, make a green living.
Yes, sir, sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It was really a pleasure to have you here, sir, and your valuable time with us. So considering the current situation, recycling without affecting the environment is really much needed. So it is better that we have started realizing the necessity for clean air, healthy mind and body. So I would now like to end the session with a quote to ponder. Let's nurture the nature so that we can have a better future. So participants, you can just fill in the feedback link that was displayed on the screen before.
Okay, ma'am. We'll wind up now.
Thank you very much.